Hello and welcome back to FastFoodNet, bringing you everything thrill related in the UK and beyond via the internet. And I know I'm starting this vlog a bit differently. I'm starting it from home and I'm actually starting it after the trip just because, yeah, with how things panned out, I thought it'd be better to do the introduction here than just cut to park footage, if that makes sense. But yeah, join me in this vlog from Paultons Park for my very first visit. And you're going to see my reactions to basically everything, all the rides such as Storm Chaser, part of the new 2021 area, Tornado Springs, Cyclinator, the Lost Kingdom, you know, Flight of the Pterosaur, Velociraptor, Cobra. There's so much to see and so much to do. We're not going to check out Peppa Pig Land in this vlog though, or Peppa Pig World I should say, because not really my type of thing, and there is a lot of children in there, so in terms of filming that'd be a bit, you know, but yeah, enjoy the vlog everyone. We've done a few rides so far. We've experienced the new Tornado Springs and ridden Storm Chaser, but I do think it's a bit overrated. That I don't think it's as good as it's hyped up to be. I'll talk a bit more about that when we go back over to that area though. We've also done Cyclinator, and we briefly met up with Josh and Danielle, should I say, from Theme Park Mad, and that was brilliant. Definitely my favourite ride here so far. So thrilling, so intense. My mum didn't come on because she's not a big fan of flat rides, and neither am I, to be honest. I actually really enjoyed it. And we also did Windmill Towers, the two twin drop towers in there, and they actually give quite a bit of airtime. I did enjoy them. And we've just done Velociraptor here in the Lost Kingdom, and that was a really good boomerang. Junior Boomerang had a bit of a kick to it actually, so yeah, brilliant. Oh, and not to mention that I rode Caterpillar over when we were at the other side of the park near Tornado Springs before I came over to Lost Kingdom. And I also rode Dragon Chase, which was my 100th credit. Not my fault. My mum felt a bit sick after Velociraptor and didn't want to go to the back of the park to do Cobra, which would have been my 100th credit because Flight of the Pterosaur's busy. But hey ho, I now have to live with enthusiasts laughing that that's my 100th credit. FastFoodNet. Hello and welcome back to FastFoodNet, bringing you everything fast food related in the UK and beyond via the internet. And similar to my intro, I'm doing this after the trip because it'd honestly just be so awkward to do this segment around my parents properly. Because as you will have heard, I am with my parents in this vlog. I didn't get to vlog with Josh, unfortunately. But yeah, into what I ate at Paultons. So I was there for 2 days, but I'm going to do this for the Thursday only, which was the day I was vlogging. And I had a nice, juicy, big hot dog. And I tell you, it was a fat one, this hot dog. Really enjoyable. I'd say better than the Pleasure Beach ones. Or was it? I don't know, maybe. Actually not better than Pleasure Beach ones, but it probably was bigger. And I also had some fries with it as well. And a lovely Fanta. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10, I think. Absolutely delicious. And now, back to the thrills. Speaking of said Cobra, we've just got back from the back of the park and riding that. And yeah, we then went on Edge, the Zamperla Disco. Cobra was really good, I should say, by the way. It's definitely a very underrated UK coaster. Quite forceful, gave a little bit of airtime. A brilliant family coaster, one of the best in the country. We need more of them. And then the Edge was really good, but I don't know why it has seatbelts on there. Zamperla Disco with the little pump in the middle. Prefer Avatar Airbender because it doesn't have the pump. And we did see Josh on there. He was on there when we were in the queue, so yeah, shout out to Josh and Danielle from Theme Park Mad again. We then went on Magma, the like crop drop of Chessington, except it's themed to a volcano and not a crocodile, but it was better than crop drop because it's not at Chessington. I'm sure it is better. But yeah, not that impressed with that. I actually preferred Windmill Towers, which is smaller, but it gives more airtime than that. That gives some great views of the park, not gonna lie, but yeah. We're now back in the area of the park that's called Critter Creek or something, next to Tornado Springs where Caterpillar is. And I'm just getting some shots of the infamous Storm Chaser. And yeah, I did think it was a bit overrated. It just doesn't spin very much from my experience. We had the backwards ride on it, which was good. Quite forceful round the helix at the end. But then the forwards ride was rubbish. Like, yeah. I hope we get a ride where it actually spins. So we've just had an ice cream, a classic Magnum Supreme, classic milk Magnum Supreme, whatever it's called. And yeah, you know, it was all good. You know, 8 out of 10. But yeah, this is Cyclinator now, and this is a brilliant flat ride, as I was saying before. We might give this a go now, or we might come back later. But I just wanted to get some footage of it while we're over this side of the park. And yeah, it's absolutely amazing. You get airtime when it's at its highest point, when you're nearly upside down, as you'll see in a second. You get airtime and it's just absolutely amazing. This is the point on Cyclinator where you get airtime. Right about now. Like, you can see you're above a 90-degree angle there. Heading towards being upside down, but no, those are not inversions. You're not turning upside down, obviously, but yeah, I loved that before. It's a shame we've not got to meet up with Josh and Danny Elmore today, but they're with the family, I'm with the family, and yeah, I think they're in Peppa Pig World now. Not my cup of tea, but you know, each to their own. So we're not going to give Cyclinator another go, but we are going to give this another go. Velociraptor, the Vekoma boomerang, family boomerang, as I was saying before. I'd love to do like a proper thrilling boomerang based off how much I've enjoyed this one. Like, you get some force at the bottom of the backwards drop. I'd love to do it near the back though. We were sat forward last time, near the front. Well, we're sat near the front, I should say. But yeah, we'll give this another go and we'll try our luck with the back. So we had a brilliant ride on Velociraptor, and we're now going to give Cobra another go, as you can see in front of you here. And it's worth noting while we're over here, this park is beautiful. There's flowers everywhere. Lost Kingdom and Tornado Springs are really well themed, but I get the impression this is the oldest area of the park because it doesn't have any like theme that runs through. Like, the rides in this area Cobra, Magma and Edge, which don't really have anything to do with each other theming wise. So nice to see this. It'd be nice to see this area developed in the future, and there's lots of fields for new rides that we could use. But yeah, I mean, since this ride opened in 2006, they've had the Peppa Pig World expansion, they've introduced Lost Kingdom, which is a brilliant themed area, and then they've introduced Tornado Springs, which is also a brilliantly themed area. I can see them coming back to this area in the future and possibly re-theming the existing rides into something else and introducing some new rides. And I'm telling you now, this is a really well run park. The staff are really friendly, unlike a certain other rival park. They're really friendly. I hope I said friendly and not unfriendly. They're really friendly. I can't remember what I said originally, but yeah, this is definitely a park I'm going to be keeping an eye on in the future and supporting on this channel, I can tell you now. And there'll be a separate review coming out about it, talking in a bit more detail than this vlog, so look out for that in the future. Well, I think it's finally time we gave this a go. Flight of the Pterosaur, the Vekoma suspended coaster, the last coaster credit I need to get at this park, and I'm really looking forward to getting on this. It looks really good, not as good as Vampire at Chessington, the Arrow suspended coaster, but yeah, should also mention while we're here, we've done a couple of other rides that I'm not mentioned, such as a chair swing type ride and like a quantum type ride. But yeah, let's get on this Flight of the Pterosaur, and I better be careful filming here because we're right next to a children's like water play area thing, so yeah. But I just wanted to get some shots of the Lost Kingdom sign there a little bit, and Flight of the Pterosaur. Oh, Flight of the Pterosaur was pretty much what I was expecting it to be. Not as good as Vampire at Chessington, but yeah, really good family suspended coaster. Probably my third favourite coaster at the park. And there was actually quite a forceful helix at the end of that. It was quite a forceful ride for a family coaster in places. But yeah, shame it doesn't run 2 trains though. So there you have it. The Paultons Park vlog. I'm sorry, I'm really I'm sorry that it's so different to the other vlogs I've filmed this year. It's just, I was with my parents and it's quite awkward to vlog around them, not gonna lie, and do it in the way I would normally do it, because normally when I'm like with Josh and stuff, we obviously drop innuendos in there and stuff, and FastFoodNet in particular is one for that. Because it's just who we are. I've always said that this is a family channel, but as time's gone on, I've just tried to be myself more and more. And the reality is that off camera, I'm not a very family friendly person. I do tone it down a bit for the videos, but yeah. So we couldn't really do any of that, so it was more just like a park review vlog. And I say that lightly because I am going to be doing a separate review for this park in the future, because I feel like there's quite a bit to talk about. I didn't mention in the vlog, but yeah, it's a shame we couldn't spend the whole day with Josh. I never thought we were going to be spending the whole day together, but it would be nice to have, you know, done some more rides than we did, because we only did the one ride with him on Cyclinator. But you know, I think his family wanted him to spend time with them, which is understandable. You know, it was straight back with them after the Cyclinator ride. His parents had gone off to do something else, and him and Danielle did Cyclinator with me, but they joined back up after that. I mean, you know, it would have been fine. I would have gone with him if we could do that, because I think my mum, who I was with, would rather have not gone on some of the bigger rides and gone with my sister. Instead, who isn't a fan of the bigger coasters, even like the bigger family coasters and rides that you'll find at Paulton, she isn't a massive fan of. I would like to talk about the disabled system quickly for Paultons though, because I'm not a massive fan of it. I'm going to say now, the staff there are absolutely lovely. They're so accommodating. They are the best theme park staff in the UK, hands down. But as for the disability system itself, it's a bit iffy. It's a bit like rap at Towers, where you get a card, you go to the exit of the ride or a dedicated queue, and the ride host writes a time on it, which is the time of the queue time for when you can go on another ride. The big flaw with it though is, and I don't know why this is a thing, on the certain rides at the park you can only use it once a day, and I completely disagree with it. It's a right scam, honestly. It's the worst thing about Paultons Park. There's very little I can complain about this park, and you're going to see that in the review, but yeah, that needs to go, because yeah, there's no reason for it. But apart from that, there isn't really anything else to say about it, except you make sure you take your documentation for Paultons, because when you get in the system, because it's quite, you need it basically. And you need like medical documentation. I'll put a link in the description for that, because that's difficult to explain. But yeah, we had no issues. Click the icon at the bottom of your screen to subscribe. Click the video on the right side of your screen to watch my latest vlog from Blackpool Pleasure Beach, because why not? I'm Ben, thank you so much for watching FrillNet, and I'll see you in another video.